Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Dave Albritton, Grace's husband, and she asked me to jump on here and share a little bit of info with you about branding. Now, it's my personal belief that branding is incredibly underrated when it comes to your overall business plan. Now, just think about symbols really quick, okay? And how those symbols elicit different emotions. Now, emotions are the language of the subconscious. The subconscious is where all your habits are, it basically controls behavior. So, you could say symbols control the world. Think about like maybe like a flag, right? Think about the American flag. Think about a flag from another country. In some people's eyes, that will elicit emotions of pride. In other people's eyes, it will elicit emotions of fear. It just depends on your perspective. There's also corporate logos, right? You have the classic Coca-Cola writing that says Coca-Cola on it. And a lot of times they've done so well at their branding that you have an emotional response to seeing that. It just feels like Americana. It feels like, you want to reminisce about, classic American values, things of that nature, right? So the point of me saying that is do not underestimate your branding. Branding is incredibly important. And what I would suggest to you when you're coming up with a brand, first, make sure that you are clearly communicating what it is that you do and who you are. For example, okay, I put on my brand, Dave's Old Fashioned Burger. Okay, who is it that's selling it to you? It's Dave. Okay, it's old fashioned, right? People tend to associate old fashioned things with quality. People tend to think like things that were made in the past are of higher quality. So that was the purpose behind that. And then of course, burger, that's what I'm selling. So in there, right there, it tells you who it is that's selling it to you. It's telling you, hey, this is quality, it's good, it's old fashioned. And of course, what it actually is. Now, you aren't probably a Fortune 500 company that can get away with just saying like, Amazon. And we all know what Amazon is because they've spent Lord knows how much money on their branding and marketing. So we just know that. But if you're a smaller type of operation, I think it's really important to get across specifically what you do and why it's better, why it's good. So think about that. Okay. I also put the checker pattern in my logo and I gave it kind of a 50s look to it, like a 50 diners look to it. So not only do the words say that it's old fashioned, but the style of it says that it's old fashioned. So everything about it kind of puts in their head that, hey, this is quality. And then of course I back that up with actual quality. So the idea here is for someone to try your food, and then see that logo, and then associate an emotion with it. Associate like, oh man, I feel good when I see that logo because I know what I'm getting is good. I know what I'm getting is consistent, right? Now, when it comes to the branding on your to-go bags, okay, for example. A lot of food trucks do not do this. They do not customize their own, to-go bags to put the symbol on there, and I think it's a bit of a mistake. Now, I ordered my to-go bags from Alibaba in bulk. Now, I got to buy them in bulk, but it's only about a 5-cent difference for each bag versus if I were to buy them here with no symbol. And that 5 cents a copy, in my opinion, is a very wise investment because pretty soon people are walking around with that and they see that symbol and then they open it up and then they take a bite. They're like, oh man, this is really good. And then they see the symbol and then they see their friend, a trusted source, saying, oh man, that tastes phenomenal. Right? They're associating that positive experience with the symbol now, you see. So pretty soon, over time, that symbol becomes powerful because it elicits the proper emotions that you want to elicit. That is the language of the subconscious. And in the subconscious is where all your habits are, it's where all your behaviors are, and it basically controls your entire life. So I cannot stress to you enough how important it is to get your branding right and make sure that you put some time and effort into figuring out a good brand. All right, that's all I got, guys. Appreciate you listening to me. Have a great day.